Hello again, everybody. Game of ITSL 24-25, organised by ITSL. Thanks to them, as always, for organising an awesome league. We are the USSR, and we are 0-4 against ienaplissken historically. So let's see if we can reverse that downward trend. 4-4-1 here with one in Austria because you've got independent Reds. That's good. And then headline-wise, we could do any of Cambridge 5, Purge, SOCGov, Arab-Israeli War. I guess, though, SOCGov cooing with Purge is the best place to start. Marshall Plan set up. Knowing it's the Marshall Plan setup, do we go in with Purge? Because they've got adjacency in France. Anyway, let's plug in my hand first, because we've got time to consider. Not playing a 45 this time. SOCGov, Cambridge 5. D-Star as well, real nice. It's a great opening hand. Arab-Israeli War, Independent Reds and Warsaw Pact. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, so could purge them. Or we could go Arab-Israeli War and try and coup them out of Iran. But we're not going to get a better chance on Italy. But with Marshall Plan, it's going to be problematic anyway, isn't it? Ooh, it's a tough choice. Let's go SOCGov. Let's preserve our ops. It is Marshall Plan. No big surprises. I really wasn't sure about that headline up against Marshall Plan. But we'll go with it. We'll definitely take one out of Germany as well. And we'll have the coup. Not going to get a better chance. Well, that's about as good as it gets. No complaints there. If we can coup Iran and they don't do anything, Arab-Israel war looks nice, but I wouldn't expect that to come off. We'll probably trade US-Japan for Korea. Ooh, lots of influence. Okay. Okay, this is fine. We'll have the coup, though. We'll let them have the last one. Ooh, okay. Not a very exciting target for them. So now Arab-Israel war doesn't look much fun. Okay. We'll be greedy and take the last coup. And it fails. That's where all goes wrong. Oh well. So I like US-Japan. I like taking Lebanon or Syria. They're going to get into Thailand and Pakistan. Oh, we're going to be really up against it in Asia now. Oof. Yes, that's all jolly good. I don't think they've got Middle East scoring. Oh, I don't need to do that yet. That's just silly. Let's Arab-Israel war to Afghanistan to force them to play in Pakistan. And we'll take Korea. Man, this doesn't look great. Okay. Where'd that one go? Into Pakistan. That makes sense. We will take Syria and we will... Nah. We use D-Style. Let's take them out and we'll go Angola, Nigeria, Venezuela, Argentina. Get started. They may want to have a swing at realignments now. We're not going to be 5-year planning, sadly. Isn't spectacular. The coup in Italy was... Well, that's jolly good for us that they missed the war. So they get the mill-ops, but not a lot more than that. And the Middle East and Asia come into us, which is not good. Especially when we're the one holding Cambridge 5. UN, Korea, nuclear test ban. EU. None of these are great. So let's do Asia scoring and see if we get defected. We live in hope. Dolt. And now we coup Iran. Boo. Let's see what they get up to. There's still plenty of 3-up cards in the deck. Yeah, they're up. So that's a shame. But we will use EU, having just been Comic-Conned, to take Iraq. And let's hope that they don't think we have Middle East scoring, but they won't be too stupid. They'll know we have that. So it's time to start consolidating in the mid-war regions, having gotten really far behind in the early war. We'll hold you an intervention, since there will hopefully be a juicy target, NORAD, maybe, or something in the reshuffle. Okay, great. That could have gone worse. So we'll definitely drop Middle East scoring for 0. So next up is Angola, Zaire, Venezuela, Argentina, or Chile, Brazil, anyway. That makes sense. No. Yep, that's fine. Both as bad as one another. We'll go Brazil, Chile next. Okay, real shame they didn't defect us. So it goes. Mm-hmm. Well, I already thought that'd been discarded, so I must have, missed special relationship. Fine. One allow. Yep, that's fine. Okay, so Truman Doctrine. Whoop. Doesn't remove anything problematic, but it's always worth double checking. So, if they don't play into Libya, we coup there, and if they do, we try and coup Iran, I think. We'll wait and see what cards remain unknown. Vietnam revolts gives us adjacency, so they then need to fill Thailand. Okay. So if we get CA, we UN intervention it. Otherwise, we'll see if we can pitch a bigger card. Great, so we can 5-year plan away Middle East scoring. So they've got CIA. Oh, we've got containment and NORAD. Containment, NORAD. They've got Olympic Games. They've got blockade and Suez. So they can get away with that. But they have NASA, which they'd have to play if they blockade. They have to play if they don't. Anyway, we got to go. Fidel is ours as well. Decolt, Middle East, 5-year plan. Decolt, hope to avoid a reshuffled defectors. If we're really lucky, we'll get an age of scoring in the headline, which we can neutralise. But we're dodging CIA at least. So we could UN intervention, NORAD, and 5-year plan Middle East scoring. What do we like? We like De Gaulle, coup, Panama. Nice. The mid-war regions are going to carry us if anywhere is. So we need a 4-op card to take India and overprotect. They've got CIA, Olympic, Suez, Blockade, NASA, and 2 unknown cards. Okay, so we'll take India. And hope we fade Indo-Pakistani war. All right. Of course, we will have to... There's 1 unknown card. That's sensible. We'll UN NORAD, and we will start to load up South America. Event Fidel, Containment AR5, 5-year plan Middle East scoring. Weird. Weird and terrible. So we've got 1 unknown card now, having played EU. Now, the downside of containment is they'll space NASA, but this is good. Blockade Suez. Yep. Event Fidel for sure. Mm-hmm. So containment, we'll take there and overprotect Panama against Voice of America. They'll space NASA. Yep. And then we 5-year plan Middle East, and we will. We're going to overprotect Angola to make sure we don't get Voice of America out of Africa. Overprotect India, overprotect South Korea to avoid domination in Asia. Not great, but it'll do. We're going into mid-war, down where we want to be, but we're only a libthea or a brush away from the Americas being strongly in our favour. We are only a brush war from being dominated in Europe. So it hangs on the usual knife edge, but we'll see how we do. See what we can fade. Okay, so there's no risk of domination bar shuttle diplomacy, but the coup cards are going to be crucial. So we've got Quagmire, we've got Lone Gunman. I think we keep Lone Gunman in the deck for now and just go South African Unrest. And hope we get a coup. So South African Unrest to set up realigns on South Africa and domination in the headline. Allende, nuclear subs. Quagmire Warsaw. John Paul Lone. And arms. So if we're lucky, well, no, we get trapped. That's a shame. All right, so we'll go John Paul first. Please be good. We're out. Okay, could be worse. So the irony is they, of course, want to coup Angola here to avoid the realign in South Africa. A bad coup on Angola and weaken Portuguese Empire crumbles, though. So they've got a dilemma here. They're going for it. That's big. Ooh, very nice. Oh no, because of course we have to take Zaire as well. Let's cover another region. Give them something to think about. And hopefully give us a coup target. That's a bit of a shame. But we'll space nuclear subs. Roscosmos are in the Gulag. If that's not South Africa, we're in a bad way. Okay. Gets domination, that makes sense. So we will use Warsaw Pact. And we will go 1 Cameroon, 1 Zimbabwe, overprotect Algeria as well. They're going to be looking to fill rather than coup, so we can't get mill-ops. But we will see. Okay, that makes sense. So we will take Saharan states and try and make sure we stay ahead in Africa. We'll event Portuguese Empire. Maybe we coup with Tunisia to get our mill-ops. Okay, he's after ops for now. Okay, just shoring up Europe. So we'll take a coup now. Better than poke in the eye. Okay, we will not take any chances in South America. And we'll use Quagmire to cover all that. Great. Them not having an AR7 is always good for us. South America's amazing. We will bury is good. I think Hunter's better. So we'll go with that. Lipthy's a nice follow-up as well. I like Hunter to start. Oh boy. Italy is deeply problematic here. But Europe has scored. Oh boy. Okay. We take our coup. Unbelievable. But that's fine. And we'll overprotect Nigeria against being Voice of America out of there. That's probably fine for now. Getting Voice of America in Africa is repairable with We Will Bury You Now. But yeah, definitely looking to drop. This is fine for us. Okay, so we'll drop South America scoring for 10. That's great. That's regrettable, but that's good for us. South Asia scoring is 2 VP. It's not worth trying to flip anywhere, so we'll just ditch it. Arms race gone, yeah. Really could have done with ABM treaty. But at least they're not salting anything horrible. Okay. Che looks alright in a minute. What do we want to do first? So Che will get us Millops. Liberation Theology. Yeah, Liberation Theology just to shore up our battlegrounds. That's good. That's juicy. They used salt. Yeah, got that. And they've used Willy, which I missed. If they play into Guatemala, we'll just hit them with Che. I do like an AR7 jamming of Japan, because we'll get Asia domination then. Taking his chances. Oh, man. Can't argue with that. The dice have truly taken away there. Got some Millops. Not ideal, but it'll do. 6 kitchen debate, 7 jam Japan with We Will Bury You. That was a huge realigner even. Nicely done. Oh man, really nicely done. If we see defectors or Asia scoring go, I might change plan and hold We Will Bury You because they've got duck and cover. But getting We Will Bury You defected is just total garbage. Holding We Will Bury You anyway for a big coup on Algeria is also an option, subject to Cuban Missile Crisis and the like. So maybe the play is Holding the 4-op card. Yeah, there's Asia scoring. Okay, well that solves that problem. So we will use Iende, and we will space John Paul. We'll put another influence in Iraq to make sure we don't get cleared out. Yeah, so defectors is still in the deck. 1, 2, 3, 6, 9, 13, 16, 20, 30 cards unknown. I've missed one. Oh, Summit House gone. Okay, there we go. All right, I'm up to date. Yep. Okay, unsurprising that. Good overprotection. We got it, but we also got duck and cover and defectors. Wow. That's not a helpful hand for us. Especially with grain sales still floating around. And ABM, ugh. Holy smoke. This is nasty. So we could get purged, grain sales, colonial rear guards did. This is just wow. Okay, so guess we go defectors. Yeah. Want to just get rid of a card that ditches a VP for us. There's no 5-year plan, so we can't be backed into DEFCON suicide by holding duck and cover. But we do have to play puppet governments, which is pretty crap. And I expect to see ABM treaty here. Ooh, that's a rough hand. I mean, it's gross. To some extent, even being purged is our best case scenario. Missile MB. Okay, so we raise DEFCON, I guess. Then we have a coup on Angola. They have a coup on somewhere, we have a coup on somewhere. If they coup Zaire, we coup Angola and hope for the best. They're going. Yep, So we now coup Angola and pray. Okay, so now we can set up rear lines. Unless they have ABM, of course, which they may well have. So they're going to coup on one of the one stabs. Yep. So now we realign South Africa. Come on! Unbelievable! Okay, and now we're in a huge parlor state in Africa, which is superb. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 plays 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so actually, even if they coup another place, we can drop Africa for -1. But that was lousy. And now Mit's dropped. Let's see what they can pitch. There aren't too many red cards. Cambridge 5, SocGov, Cult Rev, OPEC, and Muslim Rev. The deck's very blue, including grain sales. Oh boy, that was rough. Rear lines have been absolutely cruel. Oh boy. Well, that was lucky. One, two, three, four. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I guess we've still got time to take Angola and Southeast African states. Before they flip Angola, which we'll do. 5, space VOA, finish with puppet governments, gritting our teeth. Ooh, okay, neatly done. I think if they use the China cards to take North Korea, I mean, I'm unhappy about it, but I have to live with it. Of course, they're doing well, softening up for Indo-Pakistani war as well, but can't be all things to all people. And here it is. Please miss. Whew. So we have to eat puppet governments. Easy come, easy go. I think we'll space duck and cover and hold VOA. Peru, Uruguay, Guatemala? I mean, to win here, I'm really looking for South America scoring and a War Games, but we'll see. With Cult Rev gone, at least it was just before the reshuffle. The deck looks horrible. They've got 3 cards. Yeah, Camp David. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 5, 8, 10, 13 unknown cards. 10, 12. I've missed another one again. Purge Cambridge 5. Cambridge 5 is gone. Yeah. Okay. So we space duck and cover. Hold VOA. Oh, Roscosmos. The gulag for you. Badly need to be reshuffled, Hunter. So the neutral cards are... Ooh, OAS is nice for them. Purge, How I Learned, Latin American and Cuban Missile. Oh, we got Hunter again. That's a bonus. And we were given Grain Sales. Man, ABM, wow. This is a great hand. They got Muslim Rev, so they're happy in the Middle East. They got SocGov. They got Colonial Rear Guards, which is very good for them. And Ask Not, which is good for them as well. And Shuttle Dip, which is really good for them. Poof. So they got dealt Lads. That can't all be right. How I Learned, Muslim Rev, SocGov, Colonial Rear Guards, Ask Not, Shuttle Diplomacy and Lads. That can't all be right. We've got Colonial Rear Guards, so that helps. Right. So I got 6. They got 5, so holding 1. Okay, so Muslim Rev, SocGov, How I Learned, Ask Not, Shuttle Dip, and Lads. Reshuffle. And I got Hunter, ABM, and Brush. That is disgusting. Whew. 3 best cards. So what are they likely to headline? Ask Not or How I Learned? Or one of the other 3 cards. Right, we'll go Hunter. I asked for it. I'll play it. Two Mexico, Coup Mexico. If it fails, 4 ops to clean up South America and Central. Okay, so he's asked Notting. Let's see what he pitches. Let's hope for no South America or Central America scoring. But we'll see Muslim Rev and SocGov go. South Africa and Willie. Thought Willie Brandt had been removed. Whoops. So they've got How I Learned, Shuttle Diplomacy, Lads, and 5 unknown cards. 2 Mexico. Coup Mexico. Yeah, and it fails, as expected. But we can go 2 Mexico, Chile, Argentina. If they raise DEFCON with How I Learned, we can immediately spawn with Cuban Missile Crisis. But I think we have to ABM Libya and Brush War Egypt, because that's an area that's doing us a lot of trouble. Although Shuttle Diplomacy immediately wipes that gain out. So maybe the Middle East isn't all it's cracked up to be. Maybe Swing in Africa is better. We can only hope they got discarded there into like Lone Gunman, South America, Central America. Going for it again. Nice. So what do we like? ABM on... We can just realign South Africa, right? So... Although we're going to have to play colonial rear guards, which is a problem because we have to space grain sales and hold VOA. So if we're playing colonial rear guards, I guess we do coup Zaire, right? Because we know we're going to end up in trouble. Yeah. All right. I won't overthink it. Ugh. Ugh. So next up will be realigns on South Africa. Scoring card timing is going to be huge in the late war here. But a 2 VP OPEC doesn't endear me to playing it. Okay. Come on. Please. Oh boy. South Africa is stuck fast. I think maybe we cut our losses in Africa and we 50-50 brush war Pakistan. That's good in the face of shuttle diplomacy. And if we take Burma or Taiwan, we can dominate if we do flip Pakistan as well. They've got How I Learned, Shuttle Dip, and 4 unknown cards. Ooh, that was diabolical. Yep. Okay, we will space grain sales at this point. Wow. Gulag. Well, at least that fails. Headline peaking would have been a big problem. So we will now brush war Pakistan. All right, big brush. So now they have to event shuttle diplomacy. To survive in Asia. Definitely want to take Burma next. And then we'll wait and see what they do with colonial rearguards to respond. Chernobyl murders us in Europe. Milops. Okay, this is fine for now. We'll take 2 Burma and we'll go to Guatemala. Hopefully giving them way too much trouble on multiple fronts here. That's the dream. But they're still pushing in it. CIA still in the deck. We now have the China card. There are so many ways to lose. But I take a failed war card and war games turn 8. Just to get it done. Okay, that helps us in Asia. Israel and Dominican Republic. Okay, great. So we'll do colonial rear guards. And if they don't completely frig Asia, Africa up, we can coup Dominican Republic on the off chance they're holding Central America scoring. Although we don't really need to do that. Domination's only, what, 2 VP and we're already at 3 VP. So maybe we just repair Africa. 1 Angola, 1 Indonesia. Boy, this is close. The scoreline is flattering me because it could all, like, you know, all it takes is Middle East scoring or a Chernobyl or CIA, and I'm dead in the dirt. Yeah, okay. So we will retake Burma and overprotect. Nah. Overprotect Angola. Because then we can coup Zaire. Yeah, that wasn't great, but we'll take it. Do you have Central America scoring? They may just try and realign Angola at +1 here. Nope. Yep. Okay. Well, that's a shame. Middle East is bad for us. Shea's pretty good for us, though. And is probably the headline. Yeah. And if they drop DEFCON, special relationship. If they drop DEFCON, we will at least score Central America for domination. Ooh, okay, so we can't dominate Africa, right? No. So we do go 1 Dominican Republic. 1 Uruguay? Africa scored. Yeah. And now we coup Libya. Ooh. It's a big coup, but doesn't really get us anywhere. Not a great time to be dealt a whole bunch of 2-op cards. Okay. We do at least take Central America for Dom, which is good, but we're going to be hit badly in the Middle East. So next up is Space Voice America. Yeah, with no 3-op cards, we can't Bleeding Flip Indonesia. Can't take Taiwan cleanly. So, but I don't know. I guess we're ahead in enough regions that that's not the end of the world, but there's still plenty of turn for it to go wrong. Hope they just don't have Iran-Iraq war, or we're in a world of pain. Mm-hmm. Okay. We're going to space VOA. Finally out the gulag. Of course, now they can just Star Wars it, but I can't beat everything. If they, I might event Latin American Debt Crisis, because if they do pitch a card, I can then run the risk of North Sea oil. OPEC's in the discard pile. Yeah. And if they want to give us the China card AR8, I'm okay with that. Man, Europe is fragile. Whew, and John Paul still doesn't come. Glad to have ditched Solidarity when I did. Oh boy, oh boy. Again, the scoreline's actually -5 because of Middle East scoring in hand. So again, the scoreline is not telling the whole story. But it's a good time for them to be having 1-op. Alright. I think now's the time to do Latin American Debt Crisis. There's Quagmire, We Will Bury You, Cult Rev, Reformer Gaznos, Pershing, Iranian Hostage Crisis, Aldrich Ames. There's plenty of 3-op cards that they can pitch. Oh, okay, great. So we will double Argentina and Chile, because they're the ones that aren't double overprotected at the moment. So now we don't use North Sea oil. Because we're definitely not giving him back-to-back action rounds. Okay, now they're peaking, which isn't great for us. We will do Middle East scoring now because we're not going to get any better. Oh boy. Man, tough game. But we were redealt a beauty in turn 7, so I'm not going to complain about how the game's gone. But I'd ideally like to see South America scoring in war games in hand. I guess we need to overprotect Poland against John Paul, and East Germany against Turner and the Sword doesn't matter because Italy's like hugely realignable. So if they get Turner and the Sword, Europe is just like totally lost. Well, it's totally dominated. It's not totally lost. It's not controlled. That's some ops. Okay, doing South America the old-fashioned way. We'll pop 2 in Poland to cover John Paul. One, two, three, four, five, six. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So if they fill Ecuador, AR7, I like 1 Colombia, 1. Oh, hello. Yeah, I mean, I feel like they're telegraphing they got redealt South America scoring. And even if not, they're going to take a coup somewhere else anyway. So let's go there. And let's go. Yeah, let's go Pakistan to stop the China card. Jamming Pakistan. Have you got South America scoring? Please tell me you do. Nope. Makes a lot of sense. War games. And absolutely no way to score points. Oh no, 2 for Glasnost. Oh dear. I guess Iranian hostage crisis is as good as it gets. Well, at least we got John Paul, so we can control that. And 1 small step. So we will coup Zaire if we get the chance. because that's definitely the highest leverage place. Oof. Well, that's a shame. Takes us out of immediate War Games victory range. But we'll see what other shenanigans we can pull for now. Oh, how frustrating. Jolly well played by my opponent. It's been a hell of a struggle, as is the game. But we're going to possibly come up short here. Ooh, that's nice. Well, let's space North Sea Oil. Do you want to do that? Or do we, yeah. Space North Sea Oil. Oof. Man, how to play this? Right, let's coup, because now we're dead to CIA, barring a small miracle. So we're just hoping that, I don't know. Yeah, they play South America scoring, waiting for us to die to CIA. Seems very unlikely. If they give us a VP, like if they play Europe and we play Gaznos for 2 VP and they coup, then we draw with War Games. And I would absolutely take a draw with this hand at this moment. I mean, what we kind of want is a war card followed by me glasnosting, to which they're forced to respond by spacing to avoid dropping Defcon so I can drop CIA or something like that. So the gambit's really weird. I need 1 or 2 VP to be able to safely do something. And they're not letting me, which is very wise. Let's coup it again. And we fail. Okay, so now they've just got a line to romp home. Well played by them. That was a good game. It's a tough loss, but well earned by my opponent, who's consistently beating me at this game. So no arguments there. I need you to help me out here with something that gives me 2 VPs. Or 1 VP, 1 VP. I'm not greedy. A single VP, please. If they could see my hand, they probably wouldn't need to overthink this. Incredible. So, we glasnost. And they now need to space to avoid losing to war games. If they coup, we win with war games. If they space, we drop CIA, and the game continues. Okay. Wow. Okay, nicely done. I'll give them the win by war games. Well, I probably ditched a VP along the way. Well played, opponent. I can't beat hands like that. I mean, that literally the nut hand turn 9 for them, in that they could drop Defcon in the headline and shorten my hand, and when they play the war card, meaning I think I have get out, they have literally the card that drops Defcon and gives them 2 VPs. So it goes. Well, I think I probably lost that by giving up a VP or 2 earlier. So it goes. Great games. No arguments. Good result. I'll post the video and we'll move on with our lives. I got another game on Wednesday. So we'll keep the hits coming. Thanks a lot. I will say goodnight for now, and I will see you again very soon. Thank you very much for coming along. Cheerio.